Well, whether you live near I-270 or you have to drive it, you've only heard or even seen how speeding along this freeway is really getting worse.
Drive it every day, and I've seen it every day this week. Today, the Ohio Highway Patrol announced the results of its ongoing enforcement to catch speeding drivers right along this major freeway. 10 TV's Kevin Landers is live on I-270 in the backseat of his photographer as his photographer drives. Now, Kevin, the numbers from this crackdown are shocking.
Yeah, it's really amazing when you consider how fast people are going on 270. Since July 19th, when the speeding crackdown began, the Highway Patrol says it's caught 11 drivers going in excess of 100 miles per hour. That's 35 miles over the speed limit. For those who drive this freeway, they say I-270 can feel like a racetrack.
Because it's like international raceway.
The circle that makes up I-270 has a reputation as a place where speeders are welcome with little interference from police.
When there's no presence, then, it's kind of like pedal to the metal.
Motorcycle, just zipping down, and I've seen cars just, driving recklessly.
That reputation
a lot of the time people use that closed lane to cut other people off.
is getting a makeover by these members of law enforcement whose communities border the freeway.
We've had 11 speeds over 100 miles an hour. We had a top speed yesterday of 126 miles an hour.
Some of the speeds are leading to fatal crashes.
Unfortunately, we had a fatal accident last month. It was our first fatal that we've had in Gahanna in almost 2 years.
According to the Highway Patrol, from the start of the year through July 9th, there were 786 crashes on I-270. 144 of them were speed-related. Drivers we spoke to welcome more police on this road.
Do you think enforcement like this, where they're pulling people over during certain periods of time to try to send a message, do you think that actually makes a difference?
Absolutely.
It's possible. I mean, anything works for some time until there's a way around it.
The Highway Patrol says this latest crackdown has led to 700 enforcement actions. And while this enforcement lasts only a week, the patrol says it's just the beginning.
Do you think there needs to be a greater presence on 270 to send a stronger message?
Well, we're doing everything that we can. We're addressing the concerns of the community, and we will have more enforcement initiatives in the future.
So, Kevin, I'm curious, you're showing us the north side of Columbus. I come in on the west side of 270 there. I've seen it every day. Is there a when to all this when the authorities are doing this enforcement?
Well, they're telling us right now that this speed enforcement is only during daylight hours, which is why they're catching more drivers than motorcyclists, which they also know is a problem. So they're asking people, if you see a speeder, you're asked to call pound 67, and that will get you in touch with the most recent or more closest highway patrol post so that you can let them know what's going on the roadways to help catch these speeders. And of course, they want to send a message to make sure people know that they are out in force. As a matter of fact, just about a half hour ago, we saw them pulling somebody over here on 270. Back to you.